Manhasset.
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 Manhasset. Great town, great people. It's a good place to be.
Everyone just really comes together for many events, and I really love how this town just embraces lacrosse, and that's one of the reasons why I really love it.
Max Delore. It gives everyone a sense of, togetherness and community.
The culture and the fun that a lot of the kids bring around, there's a good group of guys that I play lacrosse with, and I love having fun with them.
In the community, you can always help out. There's always jobs to fill. Sports are great. We have a great lacrosse team, undefeated, varsity lacrosse team. There's a lot of good things about Manhasset that it's kind of hard to get bored. So.
My favorite part of Manhasset is the baseball team because all of my friends are on it and the coaches are really well, and also we have a big field to practice on and a lot of utility.
I think that Manhasset is a community of really well-rounded people, and I think the community just brings people together.
It's probably the whole community with people and sports environment.
I like Manhasset because of the community and the schools allow me to make friends.
I feel the sports culture. I feel there's a lot of different sports that I can be a part of and participate in. And for me myself, I'm part of the school fencing team. So
Next.
I'd say Manhasset Broadcast Company because they're the goats of the school, 100%. We provide you the news every week, twice a week sometimes. This week, Monday and Friday, by the way.
I like just the sports and the people in it.
I have been a resident of the town of North Hempstead for 23 years. I'm a lawyer, so I know a lot about how government should work. And I was involved in a lot of organizations, especially asking for improvements to be made on Plandome Road. I was involved in, several nonprofits. And so I knew a lot about how town government worked. And when the former supervisor, Bosworth, announced she was retiring, I thought it would be really important to have a community person come into town hall. Somebody who knows what the residents want and is willing to work for them, especially my own town of Manhasset, because we had not had anyone from Manhasset in town hall for 30 years. Well, Manhasset and all of the town of North Hempstead have a great location. We're not far from the city, so we can drive in, we can take the train in. We have beaches close by. We have the Port Washington dock where you can go see the sunset. We have Bar Beach where we have nice playgrounds and kids go and row. We have crew teams. We have beautiful weather in the town of North Hempstead. And in Manhasset in particular, we have so many volunteers who give to a lot of charities, who help raise money, raise awareness. I was involved in the Manhasset Women's Coalition Against Breast Cancer, which is an amazing all-volunteer group of women who have raised millions of dollars and helped hundreds of women with cancer. So it's a very dynamic place where people are always giving back to the community. Well, one of the things I campaigned on and that I am accomplishing is improving the building department. It has been dysfunctional for 15 years since we had some problems. And because it's so difficult to open a store, we have a lot of empty stores in Manhasset. So I'm improving the building department. I'm also making connections to the sewer. So we have put money, the town has money that we received from the federal government called American Rescue Plan funds, ARPA, and we are putting that towards a project to connect Plandome Road businesses to the sewer, to the Great Neck Water Control Plant. And by doing that, we will be attractive to restaurants. Once we have sewers, we will have restaurants want to open on Plandome Road. And with my favorite event was always the Manhasset Women's Coalition 5K. That's something I worked on when I was on the board of the Manhasset Women's Coalition. I think it's great because families do it together. You can have kids of all ages run together and they can develop a love of running. Well, I think Manhasset schools have a great variety of classes. They have a lot of AP classes available for students who want to challenge themselves, and they have great teachers in those classes, which are hard. Obviously, we have a lot of sports as well, and some of them are so competitive. Obviously, it's hard to get on a basketball team because the team is small. The lacrosse team is very competitive too. One of my boys played football, so that's a big team, and they don't have to have cuts. And what I love about the football team is that there's so many different positions, and you need every player on the field to do his job for the play to work. So I love that the football team was very inclusive, and so I think Manhasset is great because of the variety that they offer, so that each student can find their own path. They have an incredible theater program, and now I love this broadcast journalism class. I mean, I've met with you guys so many times, so I love seeing you out in the community interviewing people, and I just think it's gonna be very competitive. Good for you, before you go to college, to have the opportunity to speak, to do the morning shows. So I think Manhasset's a great choice for all the variety that they have.
Clearly, Manhasset is a very special place.